All right, guys, we're going to go over break-even analysis now. Right. So what is break-even? All right, let's go down to here. So basically, break-even. Imagine you have a business, right? You're, I don't know, drop shipping or, I don't know, selling some random item on Amazon, right? Right. You gain money, right? Income, right? You gain money, right? You get $30 per product you sell, right? But to make each product, it costs $20 per product plus $30 initially, right? So, first off, at one product, we don't make any money because the cost is higher than the amount we actually get back. Right? After two, right, we don't get anything again because the cost is higher than the amount we get back. And then, for example, three, right, we don't make anything because the total cost is equal to the amount of income we get, right? So we don't make any money there, but we have covered our income has covered the total amount it costs to make the product, right? And so we call this breaking even or break even, right? So this point here is the break even, and it's basically where both graphs intersect, right? So both graphs intersect here, right? So when we're doing this, we draw the line down. Use the graph to determine the number of wallets that Grace needs to sell to break even. Number of wallets is 3. Right? How much profit or loss does she make when 4 wallets are sold? Right? How much profit or loss does she make when 4 wallets are sold? We just draw a line up here. Right? And you'll see here, profit equals income minus cost. So for this one here, right, the income is going to equal to about 120 minus the cost, right, which is about 115, let's say. Right, so profit equals about $5. Right. And so that's how you do these questions, right? And so if I come back here, and let's go into this here. Right, let's go to this question. Right. Again, there'll be more. If you're in my group sessions, right, we'll be going through these sometime when we cover simultaneous equations. But for example, how many birdhouses need to be sold to break even, right? You can read this, but it's just a bit of yapping, right? A small business makes and sells birdhouses. Technology was used to draw a straight line to represent the cost of making birdhouses, C, right, dotted line, and the revenue for making birdhouses, so their income, right? The x-axis displays the number of birds, and the y-axis displays the number of the cost in revenue, cost/revenue in dollars, right? So how many birds need to be sold to break even, right? Break even points where they intersect, so 20. By first forming equations for cost and revenue, determine the amount of birdhouses that need to be sold to earn a profit of $19,000. Right? So our equation for I, right, if you remember from before, right, equation of this is going to be point here. A gradient is going to be rise over run, so it goes over 800. Let me write this. Rise over run. It's going to be 800 over, goes across 20. Right, that's for revenue. And so that equals to 40. So our revenue is going to equal to 40x. Right, costs is going to be different. Right, so y-intercept is 500. Our gradient is going to be, goes up by 300, goes across 20. So M equals to 300 over 20, and that equals to 15. So cost is equal to 15x plus 500. Right. By first forming equations for both of these, determine how many birdhouses must be sold to earn a profit of 1900. So profit equals revenue minus cost. Profit is 1900. Right. Revenue is 40x. Right. Cost is 15x plus 500. Right. And then we just solve for x. So 40x minus 15x minus 500 equals 1900. Right, so 25x equals to 2400. Right, x equals to 96. Right, and we'll say therefore 96 birdhouses sold to earn $1,900. Right. And so that's break-even analysis in a nutshell, right? So keep going with this, do a bunch of HSC questions, and if you have any questions, put them in the discussion page.